Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today I am participating in a very large collab in an effort to bring awareness to breast cancer and the research for the cure. Alright, so this, like I said, is a very large collab, about 17, 18 people. The organizer of this collab is Clara from Clara Barrera. Beauty is Ageless 55. I was personally invited by Anya Stamper. Thank you, Anya. And I will have everyone's information listed down in the description box, as well as I'm going to have some links for you for breast cancer research websites in case you feel moved to donate to the cure. So the idea today was just to create a big old pink look. We're hoping to again spread awareness here on this YouTube platform for those who are not aware of October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And also, like I said, I'm going to have some links down below for you to donate to the cause if you so choose. So I have my base and bronzer on. I thought I'd go ahead and start with the cheeks and then we'll move into the eye look. So for blush, I pulled out an oldie but a goodie. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Radiant Blush Kit, and I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Spoiled. And yes, I am. And this was interesting to try and pick out my shades for this collaboration, but we'll see how it all comes together. Every one of these women has their own story related to breast cancer, whether it's someone that they know and love who has fought and either won or lost the battle. A lot of these women themselves have fought and or are fighting this battle with this terrible disease. And I myself have someone in my life that I love very much who has fought and won the fight with breast cancer. My stepmom, who I love very much, had breast cancer when her and my dad first got together. I was an adult, mind you, but she came in shortly after my only child was born, and he's 16 now. So she has more than 10 years of survival from this disease. And, you know, I'm not going to share too much of her story or the details because that's her story to tell. But I love you, Wendy, and I'm so glad that you fought and won this battle. It takes a lot of strength to do that. I'm going to go in with my ColourPop light stick in the shade Urth. It's kind of a pinky peach shade. I think it'll be pretty with this. Sometimes I put this under my blush and sometimes I put it over. And today we're going to place this over the blush and bring that around the front of the cheekbones. This is gorgeous. I love this formula because it is, you know, obviously it's a cream highlight, but it's not as sticky and as emollient. I feel like it's almost like a cream to powder. I feel like it does set down relatively well, and I'm just a huge, huge fan of this. There's definitely a distinct possibility that I have not had enough coffee this morning, so we'll see how it goes. So yes, I'm very excited and honored that I was invited to do, that was a little much. I'm excited and honored that I was asked to do this collab, as it is a cause that is near and dear to my heart, as well as so many others. And I'm going to go in with my finger for the Cupid's bow. And if you have a story, or you just want to share that you're a survivor, or how long you've been a survivor, if you want to let us know that you're currently battling breast cancer or have a family member that is, I would love to pray for your family member if you are inclined to allow me to do that. Into the eyeshadows. I have several palettes I'm going to be working from today, and the first one is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette, and the first shade I'm going to go into is this one right here called Dippy. Guys, I am having such a hard time getting eyeshadows all of a sudden to not crease on me. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to whine or anything, but I feel inclined to whine. This is insane. It's insanity, I say. I just don't understand. All of my tried and true eyeshadow primers are not working for me. What is up with that? I have never ever had issues with shadows lasting on my eyes. So, wham. By the time you see this, I will have had or tried a few new eyeshadow primers that I ordered. They're coming today, but not early enough for me to film with them. I'm just tapping this in place before I go in and do any blending. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Next, I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Electric. It's kind of a bubblegummy pink, and I'm going to go ahead and blend just the edges of what I packed on with the previous shade, Dippy. And I really don't want to bring this up very much further into the crease, so I'm really going to start right on the edge of the previous shade. I cannot wait to see what these other ladies are going to be creating for their big pink look, because these are some really talented people. A lot of these women participated in Collab, where we all created a look with the Paulina palette, and so I've gotten to know them and found their channels through that, which is super fun. I'm always excited when I find new friends, new channels that are especially smaller channels, as most of us are, and it's just beautiful. Kind of taking a condensed amount of that shade and tapping between the front part of the crease and the original shade, and now I'm going to go in and really blend the lighter pink. I hope you'll pardon the wet dog look as per usual. If you're here on my channel regularly, then you're used to it. If you're not, I do the curly girl method, which means my hair has to air dry, and I can't really diffuse it unless it's about 85% dry, which it is not. We are bold. I'm totally wearing this look to my daughter's dance studio tonight, so I'll let you know if they commit me or not. I'm teasing. They're totally used to me there now. Okay, we're gonna get into the shimmers now. I will be applying my NYX glitter glue all over the lid. I'm gonna go into the Natasha Denona Lila palette, and I'm gonna go into this pink shade right here, which is called Magnetic, I believe. We're gonna go ahead and go in with that deeper pink shade. Kind of, well, exactly where you see me placing it. It's not kind of the outer third as I would normally do, because I do want that dippy shade to stay present. So there's that. second verse, same as the first. And then one of my all-time favorite palettes is my one and only Juvia's Place palette. It's a shame, I know. And it is the Douce palette, and we're going to go into this pink shade right here, which is called Puffs. And whew, this one packs a punch, my friend. I was thinking about doing a cut crease today, but honestly, with the NYX glitter glue, I feel like I get a good enough kind of like faux cut crease. Just capping this on or patting it on because we want it to fully adhere good grief, to the lid before I do any blending or anything like that, before the glitter glue dries. Okay, now I'm going to bring that shade up a little bit, like I said, kind of a faux cut crease. But this shade is so beautiful, it's not even necessary to carve out the crease or spray or anything. Alright, and then now I'm just going to make sure we have a blend between this lighter pink shade and the shade Magnetic from the Lila palette. I actually think I'm going to just go into the shade from the Natasha Denona palette and run that on the lower lash line, making sure to connect it with the outer V, the outer part of the lid. Okay, just kidding. We're going to use a flat definer brush for that. That pencil brush was way too flexible for this bold of a look. And I'm kind of contemplating while I'm doing this whether I want to add a little bit of black or dark brown or something on the outer part of the lid, just the tiniest bit. Personally, I prefer bolder looks like this when there's kind of like some kind of a neutral, just a tiny bit like in the outer part of the lid to kind of anchor the look, if you will. Going back into BH Weekend Festival and into the shade Electric, and I'm going to put this on the inner part of the lower lash line and of course blend it with the shade that we put on the outer part of the lower lash line. It's amazing, I tell ya. I do think I'm just going to take a teeny tiny little bit of this shade in the Lila palette, and this is called Layla. I'm going to take this small, dense, domed brush here and just stamp that a little bit on the very outer part of the lid. I don't know, I just think just the tiniest titch. I don't know that titch is a word, and if it is, it's probably a bad word that I don't know. But man, does that make a difference? I think it does. Maybe it's all in my head. No additional product on the brush. I'm just going to run that on the very outer bit of the lower lash line so everything looks connected and cohesive. And all that's left is an inner corner highlight. I think I was originally maybe going to use the ColourPop highlighter, but I think I'm actually going to go in with my backup plan, which is the OFRA and at March Beauty Word highlighter in collaboration with Samantha March. And we're going to go into the pink shade called Pillow Talk. Just put this on the innermost cavern here. Oh, it's very similar to my lid shade actually. And then, as always, and especially with colorful looks like this or editorial looks, I'm going to drag that highlighter up along the line of the light shade that we pulled up from the lid. I just think it gives a really nice lift to the eye, especially if you have hooded eyes or, you know, what have you. If you have any droopage, like if you have downturned eyes, I think this could be really pretty for you. And then I'm also going to take just the tiniest bit and put that just under the arch of my brow. And now, seeing how not subtle this eye look is, I think I'm going to go into this pink shade here, which is Breeze, and punch up our blush look a little bit. I have no idea what to wear for a lip, if I'm being honest. I've been thinking and thinking and thinking, and then I hurt myself thinking. Alright, my pretties, I'm going to pop off of here, finish off the look with some liner and mascara, and I will come back with a lip and hopefully drier hair. Alright, party people, we are back, and this is a hair situation. I think I just need to get my hair trimmed. I need to like deep condition it for days or something. But I do love this little silk scarf that I have, so I just threw that on. For lips, I'm going to first line my lips with this teeny tiny, that's all that's left, of the NYX Slide On Glide On lip liner in the shade Alluring. Alright, there's that. I had the worst time picking a lip. I didn't want to go like matchy with my eyes and my lips, so whatevs. I'm gonna use the Buxom full-on lip polish in the shade Sugar. Not my favorite gloss formula of all time, but I do like how this looks, maybe. What do you guys think? That's all that matters. I love how the eye look turned out, actually. I think I need to use the dabbing and the pressing the pigment onto the eye more often, like that technique, and then just blend out. Of course, when I'm doing more colorful looks, not necessarily for neutrals, though you could do that too. So what do you think of the look? Please make sure you go and check out all the ladies who will be listed and linked down below in the description box. While you're watching this video, I will be watching theirs, and I hope you will consider giving to a breast cancer research charity this year. Of course, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but people are suffering from this disease every day, every month, every year, all year long. And while we seem to have a lot of breast cancer sort of themed things, or some like to call it pink washing in October, the actual disease of breast cancer is very, very ugly and aggressive, and we need to find a cure. So like I said, that's all up to you, and with all that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I will see you in my next video real soon.